Good morning and welcome to today's satsang. Today is Sunday, the Sunday before Thanksgiving, and I wanted to speak about resiliency. Many of my clients this week have talked about some of the struggles that they're facing with Thanksgiving coming up. The pandemic is still happening and the numbers are spiking, and politics, they're worn out from politics, and it causes a lot of polarization in families. And last week the channel talked about the word united in the United States of America, and inviting us all to kind of look at the opportunities in front of us of how to love the quote-unquote other and move into a place of seeing the value in it all. But how does one move through this time when we haven't had periods of history that we've been a part of, that we've really had to be resilient? And what I've come to understand is that it is an earned attribute through practice. And so when I was thinking about today's satsang, the channel had me look up the word resiliency and then the Latin root resile. And resile comes from the words to bounce back and to abandon a position. And so I think that it's important for us to look at what we have control over in our experience. And what I've become aware of is to take a real inventory about what we're consuming in our body, in our mind, and in our heart. The body is an easy one to understand, right? It's what we're consuming food-wise, sleep-wise, water-wise, right? Exercise, right? But what we're consuming in our heart mean? Those are the emotions that we're carrying around with us throughout the day. Those are the interpretations that we're making from others that create an emotion in us. And often the dominant emotions can be based on fear or doubt, second-guessing ourselves right now. And the other is consuming in the mind. And that is when you think about what are the thoughts. It's very easy to go down the trail of a complaining vibration. You can call any dear friend up and they will join you in that. And so you are being invited to really do an inventory on what you're consuming in your body, your mind, and your heart, and see if you can coil back, bounce back, abandon that position, and move into a position of conviction, deep truth, and love. So let's go into the channel and see what they have to say about that. Yes, 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 dear ones. Love is all there is, and yet we invite you to embrace the challenges and feel whatever emotions that are coming up inside of you. They are always indicators as to what residual struggle is left inside of you. This, we've spoken of that there are pain points, but the struggling is optional. And so when you are moved into a state of despair, frustration, annoyance, easy irritability, that is just your emotions informing you of an imbalance in yourself. Yes, the ultimate goal is homeostasis, but what does that mean? That means balancing a system that has attributes that are out of balance. Right? So on the opposite end, on the polarized end of fear is love. Doubt is trust, right? So you ask yourself, how do I get there? And you appreciate that fear is just less love. So we invite you to not even speak of that word or speak of the doubt, but speak of the yearning to be more in the attribute that you are seeking, because we know how this works. Whatever we choose to focus on automatically becomes grander in our reality. So it is key to not feed that part of you, but instead to move into the knowing of the attribute that you are seeking. So if you are in doubt, then speak of trust. Speak of the trust you are having right now in the areas that you are having trust in. And then always ask yourself, what do I know for sure? Then you will leave that false self, which is that complaining vibration that has those emotions that are not serving you, and move into the true self. Okay, dear ones? The true self is what your deeper knowing has always been aware of. It never changes. That's how you know you are in that. Okay, you know how this works. You don't have the privilege to indulge in the negative thinking. It is key to remember who you truly are and stay awake, dear ones. This is happening for you. Resiliency is a beautiful attribute that lives strong inside of you. Just speak about how resilient you are. Okay, we wish you a wonderful day. Namaste, dear ones.